has the price of the home, the square footage of the home, how many bedrooms it has, how many bathrooms it has, whether it has a pool, if it's in Summerlin, if it's in Green Valley, northeast, or east. If you added northeast and Green Valley for everybody, it's going to come to 1. They're going to sum to 1. So northeast is not. We're not using northeast in your homework. You're throwing it away for reasons we're not going to talk about. Actually, before we, let's go back. That reminds me. Okay, so back to this union. So the female variable here was the difference, right? Minus 2.33. Minus 2.34. What do you guys notice about the intercept? Same as what?
Male mean.
The male mean. So while in that ice cream example, the intercept of minus 25 was meaningless, in this case, when you're looking at an indicator variable or a dummy variable like gender, the intercept is the gender you didn't include. It has meaning.
Yeah, so we're running the regression, and then we're analyzing the regression that we ran.
Yeah, so for this assignment, we're going to use this realtor data. So we're going to perform a 2-sample pool t-test. So we're going to go over to data analysis. Click on 2-sample, assuming equal variance. And we're going to do this we're going to highlight the appropriate range of prices. We're going to highlight the prices with or without a pool. And we're going to highlight the prices of the other homes that we didn't include in the first row here. So what are you going to have to, it's pool, right? Yeah, pool. So for the first thing you're going to want to do when you open your data set to do homework 11, sort on pool.
And how do we sort again?
Okay, we got almost 30 minutes. I will stay for the rest of the time. Oop. Highlight the you can highlight everything, including the labels.
Okay.
Just highlight the whole.
What buttons did you press? Control?
Control shift.
Control shift?
Control. Yeah, if you press the shift button and an arrow, it'll highlight the. So if I press the shift button and up,
Yeah, I know
or the shift
that
button and down, it does this. Now if I press control and shift and hit down, it highlights all the way down until the data stops.
So can you give me an example of like a regression?
We just did like 7 of them.
We had to read
But every time I highlighted it, like you feel like
like a brand new
error
Yeah.
after highlighting like multiple columns. Yeah. That's what I was like, I was gonna have to.
Okay, now go.
Did anybody else with a Mac get errors following along with what we were doing?
What do you mean errors?
Well, I highlighted too many fields, you know, so it only let me do like one row at a time. So pool, and then price, and then I can do everything else in price.
It wouldn't let you highlight.
Multiple rows.
It wouldn't let you highlight schooling, experience.
I couldn't do them like all in one, I have to do them all individually.
Like it gives you an error saying that you have too many like inputs.
There's something going on there. It's shouldn't be doing that. Excel has a 16 variable limit, which is pretty horrible. Let's stick around after everyone's leaves. I guess we can look at this subject. There's got to be an option somewhere. Come back to go to the internet. All right, so to sort it, highlight all of our data. On the data ribbon, not where it says, does it say data at the very top row? Yeah, there's 2 rows of stuff. There's 2 rows on your Excel with the actual data ribbon. Click on data, and you should have this sort button somewhere.
Or you can right click.
Somewhere in there. Or yeah, you can right click and go down here. Go to custom sort. Now we highlighted the first row of data. You check the box that says my data has headers. Go to sort by. We're going to pick pool. Let me click OK. And it puts everything without a pool first. And then it puts everything with a pool. What do you think a pool is going to do to your... What do you think the difference in the sale price for homes with and without a pool is going to be? Positive or greater? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive? I've heard arguments for both.
Not in Vegas.
I mean, if you agree.
Well, I don't know. Here's the argument. The argument, honestly, in Florida, it's hit or miss what kind of relationship you're going to find. And the intuition is the cost and the expense, and I can see that here. You got to keep a pool full of water.
Chemicals.
You got a water bill. Such a low humidity level. There's a lot of evaporation. And you got all the other maintenance costs associated with it. So some people don't like pools with their homes because they don't want to have bothered. And some people, if they have to buy a home with a pool, they're going to want to pay less.
Those are experienced buyers, right?
More experienced buyers, yeah. Because every 15 years you got to have it remarcited, and it's just
I mean, unless you really like to swim.
it can be a money pit. Okay, so after you sort it, go back to data analysis, scroll down, pick the 2 sample, assuming equal variances, click OK, highlight the sale prices that are for the zeros without a pool. Under the sample on the variable 2 range, highlight the sale prices that you did not just highlight. It doesn't matter which ones you put where. It doesn't matter if you do the pool homes or the no pool homes first. You just got to remember what's what. Do not click labels because you don't have the label on both ranges. Hypothesis difference, I can say 0. The null difference is 0. You can pick a range to put it in. You can You can pick a sample. You can pick an output range. You know, do you want to stick it over here next to the data? You can say, do you want it to show up on a new worksheet? You know, do you want Cell to generate a new tab down here? Or do you want it to put the results in a new workbook, completely separate file? I have no idea why we'd want to put it in another workbook. And then for the second part, we're going to do the regression analysis where the dependent variable is the home price and the independent variable is the square footage, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, 90% of those. Damn, 90% of those. Pool got left out of here. Pool needs to be in there. Add your independent variable for pool.
You said East wasn't going to be on them?
NT East.
Oh, okay.
Summerlin, Green Valley, or the east side of town. So then you run the regression. So you click regression, click OK, highlight your sale price, highlight the other variables you need to highlight. You'll need to delete this column. You can turn labels on.
You said delete the Northeast?
Yeah, you can delete the Northeast. And you can tell it whether you want it to be in a new worksheet or you can tell it where in the same worksheet you want to put it. You know, to give you your results. So just like the chocolate, you'll find out whether or not the coefficient on whether or not that difference in the sale price for pools changes, whether it changes from insignificant to significant or vice versa. And you'll basically just write up what you've observed, copy in the tables into a, and print it up and bring it in. Make sure you put your name on it. And that'll help you prepare a response for essay question 2. Is essay question 2 going to be very long?
No.
Not really.
It's more like a short answer. It's more like a paragraph,
I say just something.
which is why it's not really, not nearly as heavily weighted. One reason why. Any other questions? My understanding is, yeah, it's actual property data. It's actually Las Vegas property data.
So this isn't actually part of the final, but it's going to help us for the essay question 2.
Doing homework 11 basically gives you all the material,
Yeah.
which is why I set this up this way. It's kind of a way to show the material today, give you guys a homework, and
I think it's
see if you guys can commit it to some level of memory.
okay.
And then I guess there's another one. Stats 2 should be all on regression. It's like class entirely on regression. There's a lot of issues we just kind of ignored. It's a good class to take.
Yeah, well, it doesn't fit my schedule.
Okay. Any other questions for the final? Next Wednesday, What time?
8:10.
8:10. You guys read that PDF and got the same conclusion I did? For the time and day? Or are you guys going on my interpretation?
Going off you.
Going off of you.
And we're meeting here, correct?
Hmm?
Meeting here?
Yeah, it'll be the same room. Do they do block exams in different rooms anymore?
Sometimes.
Yeah, they still do. It's been like 20 years since I took a block exam. No more questions?